Hi, Caps fans. Katie Florio here with another edition of The Line Change. This time we are pleased to have Hendrix Lapierre and Anthony Beauvillier. Guys, thanks so much for joining us. Like I just told you, I think you have some hard expectations because we had a really good one with Pierre-Luc Dubois and Ryan Leonard. Last episode, of course, it was all of their roommate shenanigans that the fans love to hear. So really looking forward to getting to know the two of you today as well.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
And quickly, though, on the lines of roommates, everybody knew about Doobie and Leno and the whole Tide Pod thing, and it was like a dad and his child. But I just found out recently that you were with this one and his fiance for a little while, so we had another pair of roommates on the team. How did that go?
There you go.
It was great, honestly, having him at home. He was so easy to live with, and obviously we're clean people, and he managed to do well. So no complaints on our part. But it was fun having him around. Played a few games, having good dinners, and gotta give it to Emma, my fiance. Was she did well on the cooking part. She. It was nice to have him at the house, so she would actually try to kind of show off a little bit for the cooking, so that was good.
Yeah, it was honestly, it was awesome. When he asked, it was before the season, and last year Doobie had actually asked me, and I said no, and I kind of regretted it right away. So when Beauvi asked, I was like, all right, for sure, we're doing it. So it was awesome. I moved there like 2 days before the season opener, and I've been there since. I actually moved in last week in my my new place, so I was there for a while. But as Beauvi said, it was awesome. Went on a lot of walks with their dog Bean, and had some really good food. And as he said, played a bunch of games. He beat me up in darts and a lot of other games, so it was good. And we had a couple movie nights as well. And it was just honestly a great time. As he said, the house is very clean, so I was trying my best. Sometimes I'm a little messy. My room might have been a little messy sometimes, but
we kept it close.
Yeah, so
close the doors.
I don't want the cat to come in, so close the door. But in reality, I just didn't want him to see the socks on the floor. So,
so no crazy mishaps like putting Tide Pods in the dishwasher and some other things that may happen.
No. I mean, he's a grown man. Lenny's still a little baby, so we didn't have any issues with that.
Yeah.
So you two, obviously, both from Quebec and different parts of it, and I know your age difference as well, looking at just your juniors and all of that. I don't believe you ever crossed paths there, but growing up, was there any crossover between you two or no?
A little bit. I would say like 2-3 years ago, we would cross path in the summer at our gym, kind of work out at the same place, maybe different times, but we would see each other. We obviously knew each other before I got here, so it was we didn't have to start from zero when I first got here.
Yeah, I was in Montreal for 7 years actually, and Bo was obviously in a different group than I was. So I would train at like 8 in the morning. He would train at 10. So we'd say like hi, see your stuff in the room, and maybe together for like power skating sessions and stuff. But obviously with the age difference, never played together or against each other in youth hockey. But yeah, as you said, we knew each other a little bit, so it made it really easy. And when he got traded in Washington, obviously I wasn't there last year. I was in Hershey, but I was pretty excited knowing that he was coming in. So I think it's been really fun.
How have you both enjoyed your time in Washington as a city? I know, Lappy, you've obviously been here a lot longer throughout the years, come up with this organization. You just got here, but now settling in, house, things like that. Have you guys been able to go out, do anything around here that you particularly like?
I think M&M are way better than me in terms of trying new restaurants and coffee shops and stuff like that. When I was at the house, sometimes I'd go walk in Georgetown and DC, and which is something I don't really do on days off. I like to just kind of stay at the house and chill. So I think maybe they'll take that. I'll try to take that part of them and maybe go by myself or go try coffees in Georgetown, stuff like that. So
you're living on your own now. You're completely
by
like
yourself? The apartment's
okay.
a mess. I have a lot of boxes to unpack and stuff, but by myself now. But I was like, you know what? It's actually pretty cool that they actually do something with their days off and they don't just stay in. And personally, I think I can be a little better, but I saw them go and I was like, all right, that's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's so fun to do that. I think having been moved around a little bit over the last few years, just something that I actually take positive from is just being able to explore cities, just different cultures, different vibe, different cities, different coffee shops, restaurants, and everything. So I think we like to just kind of walk around and get ourselves out there and just like see what's available or what we can try and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, personally, I think that my favorite part about Washington is just to walk around Georgetown. I think it's beautiful. Just to you can be on the water. The restaurants are great. The coffee shops, the shopping. You kind of got it all, and we really love going and walk the dog there and just people watch and having a good time there.
You mentioned the dog a few times and cat. I know you guys have you have a dog and the cat, correct?
Yep.
Bean and Milo.
Yeah.
Names. And then this says here that you adopted the dog that Connor McMichael was fostering, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Was that this year or when was that?
No. That was November 2 years. We've had her for 2 years.
We've had her for a while now.
Yeah.
Aww.
So she was probably like 2 or 3 months old when we went to Mikey's house, and we had dinner there, and Billy, which is our dog now, was there, and they kind of said, well, you know what, that she's a rescue and she's looking for a family, and I never had an animal before, so I was like, all right, whatever, it doesn't matter. And then we were watching TV, and Billy kind of just came and like sat in my lap, and I was like, all right, like that could be a sign. And I didn't really know what having a dog was, so I was like, yeah, let's just take her. And Clara was like, it's a lot more work than you think, you know, she's a puppy, she's gonna do stuff that's probably gonna piss you off a little bit. And we were at the hotel at that time too, so the setup wasn't great, but yeah, I've had her for 2 years now. We've had her for 2 years, and it's been truly awesome. And Bean was actually my, I miss my dog a lot, so I could refer to Bean, and she would give me big kisses and stuff like that. So it was awesome. Yeah.
So Clara, is that your girlfriend? Okay,
yeah.
So she wasn't here with you when you were living with him. Did she have the dog back in?
Yeah, she's gonna be at home for like 2 years now. So I'm by myself for at least 2 years. So she had the dog.
Oh, does she at least visit with the dog here, or?
Yeah, she's not coming back until March, but I'll go down there for Olympic break, Christmas break.
Okay.
So
what kind of dog is each one?
I have a Labradoodle, but she doesn't look like a Labradoodle at all. So
looks more like a lab.
Yeah, we'll have to do a DNA test eventually.
We have an Aussie Labradoodle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was this from Wolf Trap?
I was from Wolf Trap. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They do such a good job with you guys and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, now getting into a little bit of the team stuff, because that's where the funniness, the giggles, everything that the guys do always happen. And like I said, I heard you two. I feel like you're two, I would say, from like the media perspective, you're so great. You always answer our questions, things like that, like always nice, polite to talk to, but you're definitely, at least from like what I see, not the, what's the word? Like super outgoing, not outgoing, but like you don't need to be the center of attention, when it comes to like the media and stuff like that. But I've heard you both are like very sneaky funny. So take us into the dynamic of the locker room for a second between this team. And obviously we have a lot of personalities, a lot of characters on this team. How would you describe yourself within the Capitals locker room dynamic?
Like you said, we have so many different personalities, and I think that's what makes our group so great. It's just the differences, and you could be on a team where like a lot of people are similar and everyone just kind of fits in together, but our teams, I don't know, like our group's so special, like you said, the personalities, and everyone's just kind of like outgoing, loud, and there's always like something going on, and there's no BS in the room. Everything gets called out, and that's what makes it so much fun, is that nothing's a secret. Everything's so like open, and everything's talked about. But I think, I don't know, just coming here last year as a new guy, I'm just trying to like fit in a little bit more and see where my place would be in the group. And I don't know. I try to not take too much space. I think I'm more of a laugher. Just kind of sit back and
observe the chaos.
And then when there's something to be said, you kind of say something. I'm more. I'm not necessarily a big talker like in a big group, but one-on-one or like a smaller group, I'll definitely be a little bit more. Not that my personality would show a bit more, but I'll be a little bit more loud. Right. But yeah, I think. I think just sitting back and kind of observing the group and their dynamic is part of the most fun part of the day, just coming to the rink.
Yeah, I would agree with him. As a young guy, again, like maybe in juniors when you're a little older and you're with younger guys, you're a little more at ease, and then you come in here, and obviously there's guys that have been here for 10, 15 years, so you don't want to be the center of attention that much. And as Beauvi said, like, we have a lot of guys that have a lot of energy. So like sometimes even if you try to have a lot, they're just gonna have even more. So I
it's
think
just like fuel for them sometimes too.
Exactly.
Like,
so
if you're loud, they just get going.
Yeah, it's just so funny. It's like every day there's something different that happens, whether it's a prank or a situation where someone did something, and then the group chat just gets going, and then like every day there's something different. And so but again, like Beauvi said, I think we just try to we sit back together, or not together, but like in the room or by each other, and sometimes we'll just kind of laugh and like, oh, look at what this guy did, or so yeah, but it's fun, like awesome group. I never played for another team, obviously.
Right.
I've been with those guys for a while, so for me that's all I've known, but like every year is just so fun, and it's like different guys come in and they're all like great people, and so it's truly been like a really like just pleasure, and it's fun to come to the rink, and it's awesome, really awesome.
Well, along those lines, like you said, you guys, it's two scenarios, because this has been the only team, the only organization you've known. So it was guys like who, McMichael and Protus, that you came up through Hershey
Yeah, pretty
with,
much.
right?
Yeah.
And then you're completely new last March. I remember first day here, just kind of thrown into the mix. So Lappy, for you first, how cool is it from even, and again, like this is not a hockey podcast, we don't need to get into any of that, but through just I don't know if maturity is the word to mature is the word to describe you all right now, but just a growth perspective. Pro has a little daughter now. Mikey has his second kid on the way. Just the way you all have.
Clara watches this, then you're in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. I know why. We always, every episode it comes up that this is the team of kids. Like you two. I mean, you're got to be a rare handful that don't have any yet. But for you to grow up with these guys along the way, like how cool has that been for you?
Yeah, it's been awesome. Just obviously first getting to know the kids of everyone, and they're kind of seeing like them grow up, and just thinking about like Carly's kids, for instance, because we were playing mini sticks like 2 days ago. Like I saw them 4 years ago, right? And they're all like, some of them weren't even born, and now they're just like running around, and they can talk to you, they can answer, they're funny. So, and same thing with all the other kids. So it's been really fun. But yeah, obviously, I saw a part of Mike's in Hershey and now he's a dad, which is completely different. And Pro had his kid pretty early in Hershey as well. So I saw Alice when she was like, just a little baby, and now she's all grown.
She's gonna be like as tall as you, I think.
Yeah, she's gonna be pretty tall. So it's just awesome. And they always joke like, as Beauvi kind of just did, like, all right, like, you're next, or like, kind of as a joke. But it's been awesome. They're great dads. Obviously, everyone is. The wives as well are incredible here. So it's fun because now I'm by myself this year. So when we go to team parties and stuff, I just hang out with the kids and we have a good time. So it's awesome. Yeah.
You hang out at the kids' table.
Hang out at the kids' table. I have no problem.
Do you? Of course, Leonard was at the kids' table. I was told.
Lenny was.
Lenny was. Bryn Duhame was.
That's
pretty
not
much
shocking.
Yeah, it's
pretty
not
much
shocking. Yeah,
us three.
Yeah, Sorty was
a little bit. So
lots of mini sticks. Yeah,
a lot of me doing for basketball and mini sticks, and it was a good game. Yeah.
They were saying last episode, which is so true, but I mean, I don't think about it because, I see him out there, but he's in the NHL. But Leonard is honestly closer in age to like Ovi's kids and Carlson's kids than he is his teammates, which is so
wild.
Insane to think about.
Yep.
So, but for you, opposite of that, he's, grown up in this organization. Like you've said, you've kind of been on several different teams. You're not new to having to come into a new environment. So take us back to, when was it? I guess early March at that deadline when you got the call, got traded, and you were here. Nothing like I said, you've done it before. It's not like, oh my God, this new thing. It obviously comes with the business. But was there, or I guess, is there something different about this team and this culture coming into this one as opposed to different teams that you just were like, wow, crazy?
100%. I think just coming in this team, this group was so everyone's so like welcoming. I know everyone says that when you go to different teams, but I feel like it's different here. Like the group's so tight. Like I said, everything's open. Like, you could talk to anybody about anything, and there's, like I said earlier, there's no BS, right? There's everything's being called out, everything's being talked about, and you just feel instantly part of the group, whether you're younger, whether you just got in, or whether you've been here for 15 years. It feels like everyone's on the same page, and It's been truly a blessing, even though it's challenging getting traded from a team, just moving everything, getting your everything set up for your new place to live. And I've had a few trades that I kind of knew what was going on, but to be able to come in here, and as soon as you meet the team, as soon as you meet the guys, you just feel so much better. And as soon as I walked in the room, I was like, wow, this is so cool. I think, I don't know if it's been talked about in the podcast before, but our video sessions are, we learn, but at the same time we have fun. There's like interactions in the video, and it was the first time I would experience that, and I thought it was pretty cool. So that was very unique, but that's something that makes us so much better.
Are those led by Carbs or Brett and Emily?
No, I mean, it's just there's video, and then sometimes there could be conversations where everything, like I said, everything's kind of open, everything's being talked about. But that was the first experience of the group was that, and I thought it was so cool, and it was great.
On the lines of video, take us through the post-game videos that this team, of course, has been known for, because I know this episode won't come out for a few days after this, but right here for the fans listening at home, what's today? We are filming this on the Wednesday after the Columbus game, when I have never seen a bunch of 20 to 40-year-olds with Ovi be so happy and excited about getting an extra off day. And I, like, once I get home from the post-game show, all of that, like, I'll scroll and I'll watch it, whatever. But this one, like, I actually was on my couch laughing out loud at this one, because it was like you just gave 5-year-olds an entire bag of candy, and they were so happy and didn't know what to do with themselves. So I'm trying to think, we did the videos last year, I think, too, but for some reason they've just, like, taken off this year. But take us through truly how that even happened, and then who started the Olay stuff? Like, is that new? Did that just start? Where did all of that come from?
The old what stuff?
Olay.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
Go ahead.
I think last year the videos kind of started. There was a couple of them that were pretty good, but honestly, this one was probably one of the best ones. I don't know if you agree, but I think we all kind of knew that there was something coming, maybe, because obviously we've been doing pretty well recently and we've been playing a lot, but it took a little bit of time to, get these. So we're all kind of just waiting, and we knew we were supposed to come in on Monday and do a lift. So we're all just kind of waiting. But then when he said the 2 days off, I think, the ole, maybe you can elaborate on it. But again, like, it shows our group, it's like, obviously we just won a big game. Like, everyone was pretty emotional, all that stuff. And then like 5 minutes later, we're all just like incredibly happy and like, proud of what we did and happy to have some time with our families or just to relax. So, but yeah, those videos are obviously funny, but this one, in my opinion, was like, this represents our group.
Yes.
The seriousness at the start of like, okay, good job, did a great job tonight, got the 2 points. And then after that, it's like, all right, now it's, now is our 5-year-old side of us that comes out and just likes to have fun.
You were I remember watching it, and like from where the camera was on Carbs, you were in the background and you were like listening, but you were kind of just like, like this. And then he said that, and you were the first one I noticed, like the whole face lit up.
Yeah. I mean, we were hoping to get 2 days. So that's why, like, the schedule was Monday practice, lift. So a big day of work, and then Tuesday, day off. So we were hoping to get to Monday, like, oh, let's get a win, let's hope, and then let's, like, try to force his hand and give us a day off. So as soon as Carbs walked in, we were kind of screaming, like, day off. So, like, he was like, wait. So, like, obviously, when he said it, everyone just went crazy.
Yeah.
But it was, I think it's the first time in my career I'm getting 2 days off in a row. So that was
wow.
Yeah,
okay, that was big for you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I hope you do take full advantage of them. I'm sure you, like you alluded to, probably laid on your couch, and rightfully so after a long trip.
Yeah,
we took him on a walk.
Did you?
I went to the Italian store.
Yeah.
Italian store for the first time ever in McLean.
Where? Okay.
It was pretty good. It was a 40-minute walk. It was kind of cold, no gloves, so a little cold, but it was good to get the legs going.
Got to Uber back.
Yeah, you walk there and you're like, oh shoot, now you forget, you got to do it all the way
back. Really
good
food though, so I'll definitely be going back
shout
there.
Out.
Shout out. But they've been talking about this place for a little bit now. So again, like they go out, they explore, and
we just got here, but we're the ones showing him.
Yeah.
I need to it sounds like you guys have really done your. It's good that you're seeing what it has to
like
offer.
Emma has like a list on her phone of
That's awesome.
Clara came and I was like, oh, where would you guys go? And Emma was like, wait a second. Pulls
Aw.
out the phone, and then she has like, what do you guys want to eat? Italian, Greek, like. Then she had a list of, I guess, restaurants that they have to try and maybe what they liked, they didn't like. So they're very helpful in that regards.
Well, to that point, that PR, like I said, they give me wonderful stuff. I think from like the W magazine and everything about you guys off the ice. You and Emma got engaged this summer, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
This says in Portugal, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Was it I'm sure it was a surprise, but was it a big, like, did you have to put a lot of thought into the planning and how you're going to do it? And
Not really. I mean, there's a company, I can't remember the name of the company, but they offer the proposal package, and they were so great. It just like set up I have a picture on Instagram, but they set up a little something on top of a hill where you could see like it was in Madeira, so you could see like the water and then the mountains a little bit and the view a little bit of the city. So that was probably one of the most stressful moment I had, just like walking up there and then knowing it was like kind of a setup for her, because we were telling her we're going to a restaurant and she got all confused, like, where, like, that's not the restaurant, like, where are we going here? I was like, oh, maybe it's on top of the hill, and then she followed me and then she was like, what's going on here? And then she saw it. So had some help from friends, but it was good. It's just like when you're in school, you're about to say your name in front of the whole class, you're just like nervous for no reason, and that was kind of it. Like,
yeah, of course.
I wasn't nervous for the answer. I was just nervous for her to catch me, like, just hiding something from her. So that was it was a cool experience.
Taking notes.
They didn't get into many arguments when I was at the house, so they must be doing something right. But
well, not to make this sound weird, but probably like 2 months ago, I was just like scrolling, the Explore page on Instagram. I was just looking at that, and these like black and white pictures came up, and that whole page, at least for me, is like influencers and like all this aesthetic stuff. And I'm like, oh my god, those pictures are gorgeous. It was an engagement shoot. It was your engagement shoot. Oh. Was that back in Montreal?
That was back in Montreal, yeah.
Well, those pictures, like, I don't know if someone posted them where they were public and like on the page, and they were stunning. They were so pretty.
I gotta give her credit. I think obviously she's gorgeous, but yeah, the photographer was also very. They came out to be really, really cool pictures. That was Old Town Montreal. That's where we're gonna do the wedding. So that's kind of what we wanted.
Summer, I'm assuming.
Yeah, summer wedding. So credit to her and the photographer.
Well, as a girl that thinks all that stuff is gorgeous. Like, I literally did a double take when I looked at one, and I was like, oh wait, I know him. Awesome. Well, you have a lot of stuff going on right now.
Lots of stuff going on there. I mean, she's doing most of it. We have a wedding planner as well, but there's a lot to think about. Obviously, a lot of little things, a lot of thought that goes into it, a lot of preparation. Just little things to think about to make sure everything's dialed. But she's I'm not taking any credit. She's doing most of the work for that.
Oh, well, that's great. So lots of time together, lots of walks, lots of hanging out on the couch, things like that. What's something about living together that you've, like, I guess, discovered about the other person that you didn't know prior?
I think quick for me, I'm sure I could find something else if I had time to think, but like, is how much of like they take care of they take care of themselves a lot. They eat really good food. Like, Beauvi's just like very. I know he took care of his body and stuff, but they're very like, hydration drinks and eating like really good food and stuff. And like for me, no, it's seriously like, and they take time to like make good meals and like. And so for me, that's the first thing that comes to mind. There's a lot of stuff other than that. He's sneaky funny. Emma's sneaky funny. But it was just awesome. I think that's the first thing that comes to mind is like, just for me as a young guy, just kind of like looking up to Beauvi and like what he does, and okay, maybe I can try to integrate that in my routine or stuff like that. And I don't want to say it out loud, but that's really what it is. So. But yeah, I could think about a lot of things, but that's the first thing that comes to mind.
No DoorDash and no McDonald's.
Oh no, there is some Uber Eats going for sure.
Yeah, but it's like, most of the time, like, they'll do like stuff. If I'll go to like a restaurant, I'll get an acai bowl, but they'll make they make it homemade and stuff like that. So it's just like, and it looks delicious all the time. But yeah,
I feel like that comes with
time. Yeah, you just like
for sure.
Yeah.
Instead of like having an extra 5 minutes on the couch, you just like take an extra 5 in the kitchen.
Yeah, exactly.
That comes with time for sure. Because I was like that too, a little younger, and obviously Emma does it, so I have to stand by her and not do it.
Yes, and I will say to your point, because I live by myself here, cooking for I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I like it enough to do nutritious meals, things like that. Cooking for one is I don't like that.
No,
like if there's at least 2 people you can kind of make it for, I feel like that's better. But one, sometimes it makes you a little easier.
I'll still like take the time by myself. It's just not, with them. It was like, again, like we took the time to like have dinner together and like enjoy some really good food and stuff like that. So that was awesome. But
and that's what I miss. Sometimes it's like when you eat dinner, at least for me, like growing up with my family, and that's like what I miss a lot here is it was like, because we're Italian, and same thing, that's when my ears perked up with that Italian store. It was like an event, like you made dinner, but then you sat down and you ate together and you talked about your day, and it was like an activity, not just like, okay, eating in front of the couch to like finish dinner and go. So,
yeah, 100%. I agree, though. Making dinner for one is, I mean, if you're making dinner for someone, it's definitely more, like you get more out of it for sure. Just like if the person especially likes it, and
So what about him? Would you other than a messy in his bedroom and leaving his socks?
I think we bonded a lot over sports. I think we both love to watch hockey, and he's big into football, like into every sport. So I thought I think we bonded a lot over sports and talking about it and watching games, talking about other players in the league, what they do, and I mean, he sees just talking. I mean, I know it's not a hockey podcast, but like I like talking hockey with him. He sees the ice well. He sees. He thinks he's very smart when it comes to just seeing plays and everything like that. So I thought having a home and watching hockey and watching sports with him. I mean, it's just
That's a good point.
It's exactly what.
It's fun.
I didn't know he was that much of a hockey nerd too. Actually, it's true. Like watching the games most of the time, like. I think people would be surprised at like how much. I think a lot of people think like, or at least my friends think like we're all like hockey nerds and everyone just watches hockey all the time and it's so focused. But like, that's not the reality. And I didn't know how Bo was, but I think he's kind of like me in that sense of like, okay, not only do you watch hockey, but like you try to get stuff from it, and the players and the tendencies and all that stuff. So sorry I cut you, but I think it's a really good point.
Yeah, no.
I'll watch the NHL. He'll watch every league though.
Okay.
So he'll watch the American League. He'll watch the Quebec League.
Wow,
he'll
so
watch them all.
That's why I spend so much time on the couch.
Hey, it's learning though. No, I get like even for us, like same thing. Back to being by myself. When I am making dinner, like I have. For me, at least, like as a broadcaster, I will pick games. Like I, don't have a dog in the fight, but I'll go to I'll think of other teams' broadcasters or ringside reporters who I like, whatever, and I'll watch that game solely because of the broadcast. And then kind of like you guys on the ice, I'm like actually watching the pregame show or the intermission show to see how this girl, like how she set up, this question or how she transitioned to this. And then when it comes to the game, like my dad played and coached too professionally, like I'll literally send him clips on Twitter and I'm like, okay, well, what do you think about this? And then we'll go back and forth. So it's like always a learning experience for everybody.
100%.
But yeah,
sometimes it's just for fun too.
Yeah,
it's not always like no. Like when I watch like my old team in the KMJHL or like my buddies in Switzerland.
That's
like
great.
I'm
you
not always
keep
like
up with, right, of course not. But you like keeping up with all of them. Still.
Yeah, it'll be like in the background, and I'll be like maybe doing something, and like when I hear like there's a chance or something, I'll watch. But Very it's cool. I think it's cool to have someone because like I feel like it's in juniors, like guys would get together on like a Saturday night or a Sunday night, and then we would watch hockey or we'd watch stuff. And here, obviously, people have families, so you don't have the chance to do that. So, like when Emma was in Montreal and we'd be like at the house by ourselves, we'd obviously take a little more time maybe to do that. And so, that was great for sure.
Last one for you because I know we have to wrap up soon, getting short here on time. I want to quickly go back to the pranks for a second because I feel like last year there was a lot of lead up to them. There's a lot of things happening that guys would come on here and talk about, but they still didn't know like who the culprit was. There's a lot of like proof still left to be found, and we haven't really talked about it a lot in this year's episode. So what have some of the newest ones been, and who do you think's behind it? Duhaime is always the common answer.
Yeah, he has to be the common answer. But there hasn't been a lot of pranks lately. If you like shoes missing, a few like shirts or like gitch bag missing, but nothing crazy.
Okay.
I mean, Dewey got his name tag on his helmet a couple times.
The shirt incident on the plane.
The
maybe.
shirt incident, yeah. I mean, that wasn't a prank, but that was yeah.
The guys got their revenge on Dewey for all those years.
Did they? What happened?
We won't get into details, but
okay, top secret.
Dewey wasn't happy, so there might have been like a
line cross, maybe.
Maybe a little pause for a couple days now, where nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Good to know. It took it a little too far.
Yeah, one of his favorite shirts got kind of
ruined,
damaged. Yeah.
Oh no.
A few Sharpies got on it. A few big hands got on him. So,
but honestly, at the rink, it's actually been pretty quiet. Like, or the pranksters so good that like you don't even realize that like there's stuff going on. Or but last year was definitely maybe Dewey was trying to make a name for himself and was I know in Minnesota he was pretty hardcore with the pranks. I'd see it all the time. But
have you checked out his diving channel yet on YouTube?
We have. Yeah. Well, yeah.
I heard him. I was doing an interview with Marty today in the room, and obviously Duhame's on the other side, and I heard Duhame call Chase over and be like, "Hey, have the Capitals have they retweeted my dive? I don't know. I guess he put something new out.
Dewey?
He was wanting retweets from the Capitals.
It's a good video. It's a couple good videos.
Yeah,
it's
pretty
been a while
impressive,
since
honestly,
I last looked. I need to go look. So.
You haven't seen it?
I saw. Is there one video? Is there more
I think
videos
there's one
now?
video. Yeah, he's got to upgrade his game on.
He does.
Video,
hey, algorithm's all about how much you post. So I'm
100%.
gonna tell him next time it's time to add a little more. Like I know it's not summertime, but we've seen the one video multiple times
I know.
now.
Yeah, I think he has a couple in the in the picture for him. Like
in
I
the
know.
drafts,
I think he has a couple. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. Really appreciate you doing this today. Thank you so much for taking the time. It's always fun when we get to sit down and get to know you a little bit more off ice. So thanks so much, and good luck with everything to come the rest of this season.
Thank you.